Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. I am back. I can't pass up a good sale. And it's been a very, very long time since I bought any Furls hooks because I discovered that I like Odyssey hooks, the metal ones, and they don't make them anymore. And I was so appreciative that somebody gifted me a set that they don't like. And so what they have come out with is they've come out with metal hooks that aren't Odyssey. They're one piece hooks. They are streamlined metal crochet hooks. And they are part of the huge sale going on right now. So, what I did was I went to take a look and I was able to get a small set in the same color. So I did that. I instead of like getting one of each color in different sizes, because most of them were just big. All the almost all the resin hooks, almost all the resin hooks were just big sizes left, except for like I think one, and I already have those. So don't need a lot of little ones. I have mine sitting out here. If you guys recognize this, that's Y'all Bot from Ryan Hall, y'all. I got one of his big 20-ounce cups, and I've got my furls are in here. The gooder hooks are in here because these are the ones I really use most of the time. And there's a lot of teeny tiny ones. And I'm looking, I needed this because I don't think this is going to be a splitty on that top is the other one. So I'm going to set that one aside because I'm going to use that on Mary's top. So, but I did throw them in here, the regular ones. And I do have the resin, or I guess the regular resin ones, and then the middle ones. So one of them doesn't have a number on or a letter on it because they got a little paper at the bottom and it falls off, and so you can't really tell. But the I will use the resin ones because I like the way that it feels in my hand. Some of these, the wooden ones, are a little pointy. So if you don't like pointy, these are inline. The hook's the same size as the shaft. It doesn't taper down. So some of these are more, they're pointy, but they're not sharp. The small metal ones are they're almost tapered because they're not sharp anywhere. They're very, very rounded, which would be really nice when I start doing my using my very thin stuff and go in the spaces. That would be nice because then it wouldn't be catching on everything. So the very small ones, if you can, so let me look at the new metal ones and see if they are similar because these are not sharp. Now, sometimes you do need sharp to go into, especially if you're like using blanket yarn and stuff, you might want something sharp. So this one actually is a little pointy. This is a K hook, 6.5. The wooden ones are a little pointy. This is a K, it's a little sharp. So a little bit, and the metal ones don't seem to be. So let me look at the new ones and see how they turned out because I haven't got any of the new ones yet. So, but since there was such a good sale, I went ahead and picked up the red ones. I could get one of each size of the normal sizes. I've got the H, I, J, K, and L of the red. So I have basically a set. So let me see. Ooh, these are heavy. Wonder if these are heavier than the, maybe a little bit. That's a G plus. That's an I. Oh God, they're pretty. The red. So they're about the same size. They feel about the same weight. The only thing that's kind of awkward sometimes is you don't know where the hook is. Once you get the position of it, once you get it in the right position, it's you kind of need to keep it there because sometimes it will get caught on the stuff going in and out unless you have it in just the right spot. So when the hooks have the finger flat spots on them, it's a little easier to find that spot. But once you find it on these round ones, you're there. And these fit my hands really good. I have like I don't have, tiny hands like Lori, but I have like, I wear the medium glove. I can't wear a small glove, but I do wear medium glove, and I have little stubby fingers. So I don't have a problem with it being too short or too long at the back. Some people have that issue where it's too short, and I can't, I don't like the hook too short. So I've seen other people talk about that, where the hook's too long or it's too short. So these are almost the same size, but they feel like they're maybe a little bit heavier, because I think this bottom part is wood and then this is metal. So this is more wood. Can't tell if it's solid or hollow wood, metal. I don't know. Can't tell that. I'm not that expertise on that. So pretty much they're all going to look like this. Let's kind of see how pointy they get on the size. So that's a 5.5. I think I ended up getting 2 on accident. Yeah, I did. They all look the same in the cart, so I didn't notice there was 2 of that one. So let's see. This one is the 6. I wonder if they're. I could probably weigh them. This one's not very pointy at all. They may get heavier as they get. I wonder if I don't know, Shannon, you got the little teeny tiny drug scale. I mean, the gram scale. So I don't know. Maybe I don't think mine goes this small. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this one's teeny tiny. Feels the same. This is a 5. Not overly pointy, but enough. There's enough there for the yarn to go in there, and they're very smooth. The stuff is imprinted, or I'm not sure if it's imprinted, but it's better than having a sticker on the bottom that falls off and then you don't know what the hook is. So one of them I have to resize. I guess it's a 6 or a 6.5, because that's what it looks like. So that's how I use it, but I probably should resize it and put a piece of tape on it with the letter, because I know the letters. I don't really. No, I don't match up the letters with the millimeter. I just don't know that. Okay, this one's bigger. That's the 7. I do like a 7 when I use 5s. When I use 5s and 6s, or actually when I use 5s. I'm getting a little better now at using the right hook, but I was using 7s a lot. And I like them for the 5s. So yeah, that one's not sharp. It's not pointy either. So if you need something that's pointy, this might not be what you're looking for, but the price was really good for the discount, and you do get rewards. So I do have, it was 50 off for you. That was an automatic discount. So yeah, the price was good, since I haven't bought these for a very long time, and because they didn't have the metal, and I discovered I like the metal better. This it's smoother, it doesn't make noises. And let's see, there's the 6.5. It's not, oh, that might be a little. That almost feels a little rough on the end. I'll have to try this one and see. Maybe have to send this one back if it's rough on the end. Because yeah, they do, I'm sure it goes through quality control, but my hands are very rough anyway, so it's kind of hard to. Let's see. Is he gonna eat? I don't know. And then another one. These were the only sizes they had. They did not have the huge ones, and they did not have the itsy bitsy ones. So 5 was the smallest one. Otherwise, I might have got a 4.5, but I did just get these. These were the only ones I was able to get a bunch the same color. So I did just get the red. So there you go. That is one of my good deals that I picked up that I have not bought these for a very long time. And I've repeated that saying because I do like the metal hooks better. Now, I have to show you some hooks that I bought at Joann's when they were having the clearance. I went in and I bought these with the wooden thing on them. And it has the flat spot and it's got the little bit bigger handle. Now I notice when I use these, my hands fall asleep. I think it's because of the way that I grip it. This wooden thing cuts into my fingers or my hands or something. Um, I think I use my hand up too high, but anyway, if you got some of these, let me know if they bother you too. It's rough on the bottom there, but I will kind of keep these in the back in case I run out or I lose one or I want to take one with me somewhere. One of the ones you don't love, you take with you when you go somewhere. And they do tend to absorb your hand oils, or if you've been eating, it gets on these hooks and they're wooden. So I don't know, you might have to clean them off. You might have to rough them up a little bit, sand them a little bit. They get dirt on them and oil. So yeah, these might not be the best. But I do notice that when I've been using them, it does have a gorgeous, wonderful Susan Bates hook inside, which is nice. And it has the flat spot, so you know where the head of it is. But yeah, I was having trouble with my hands falling asleep a little bit when I was using these. So let me take this one out too. I've got one of those in there. So let me, yeah, I have one of these I picked up at Dollar Tree or somewhere, and I keep stitch markers, and sometimes I poke my hooks, my needles, and keep that handy. And the heads for my twist and lock. I keep my heads for my twist and lock in here so I can change the heads out. Now, the only problem with that is if you use the same handle for different projects and twist out the heads for different projects, you might forget which head you use for which project. You might want to have a stitch marker with the number on it of the hook. You can make these yourself. You can get a little bead and put it on a safety pin and attach it to your project if you need to. They have number beads. You can just pick up in the toy section and put it on a safety pin and stick it on your project or something. You don't have to go out and buy fancy ones like this that I was gifted in a package somewhere by somebody. So yeah, they do have the numbers on them of the project. So that does come in very handy. I saw Lori had a whole set of these that she got on the discount. And I saw them in Shannon's store, which is probably the same one that Lori went to. But I only needed, see, I had 2 handles already, and I just wanted the refills. And I think they had different than what I wanted. So she didn't get many, but I did. I think I was able to get a set online of just the refills. So because I think I have some handles and refills, so I just needed little heads, and they come with a little cutter section that you can use. You can put the cutter on the bottom, or you can put 2 heads on it, so you can use 2 different hooks if you're doing more than one project, if you take it with you somewhere. And so that's really nice. But you should really, if you're going to go somewhere, you really should use the same hook for all your projects. It just makes sense not to have multiples with you so you can lose them. It's not like you can't lose stuff at home, but on the road, if you lose it, you may not get it back. So, oh, isn't that pretty? Got that from somebody. That's probably Ellie on a safety pin, because I asked her for stitch markers on safety pins because I like them. They're easier for me to handle. Okay, that would be what I'm sharing with you today. My special discount on Furls, which I saved like over $100 by waiting for that sale to get those. So, and a full set of Odyssey was $200. So these are the ones that are the most common use, and they still have some if you want to go take a look. I know I keep getting emails saying that there's still a sale if there's a metal hook you like, so you could try it out. If you don't like it, you can gift it to somebody. You can give it away at a giveaway, or you can sell it. Somebody that likes them, that likes the metal ones, like I do, sell it to them. You can use your community page to advertise it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you. I will see you later in another one. Okay, bye.